If you don't have one, borrow one. A side or main hustle with a ride-share company has two main requirements: a licensed driver and a vehicle. The latter is not desirable to everyone for a myriad of reasons. Two reasons that come to mind immediately are: some people do not need ongoing access to a vehicle. Others may not want the hassle of vehicle maintenance. Despite the above, you may want to have a side or main hustle with Uber or Lyft, and it is possible. It is not Turo, HireCar, Priceline or Expedia. It is not Hertz, Alamo or Budget, but it is a brilliant idea all the same. After driving sporadically with Uber deliveries for a few months, it became apparent that the wear and tear on the vehicle was not sufficient for the money earned. Also, payment amount was abysmal, especially for short-distance orders. Not to mention the subconscious judgment that came with picking up a McDonald's order for an overweight customer, just to deliver it less than a mile away. The compassionate thought that came with such a request is, if you would only take that short-distance walk across the street, this may get you closer to becoming more active. It was time to consider graduating from item and food delivery to people. Not being an extreme people person made the thought of having them in my vehicle overwhelming. With this, I called into Uber to discuss how to complete the transition. It is almost like starting over: another background check, another waiting period, another question answering episode. Then the wait. The representative did not share that your account is taken offline, as you wait for the system to activate your profile to include all platforms. Because of this, a follow-up call was placed to question why the app no longer showed an active profile. This time I spoke with a gregarious Daniel. During our dialogue, he mentioned a few methods that can be considered for those drivers who prefer to not use their personal vehicle. There are tax write-offs that come with the use of personal resources, which is something to consider, however it is not imperative. This company is not available in many cities yet, but there might be something similar in your city. Otsu allows ride-share drivers to borrow luxury vehicles for a set number of hours. The ride-share driver is responsible for the fuel. Some vehicles may not be topped up with gas when you sign it out. If this is the case, you must report it. Nothing could be done about this immediately, but you will be credited for this inconvenience through Uber. In the past, Otsu partnered with Uber to deduct the borrowing charges from the driver's wages. This is no longer the case. Now a credit card must be added to your file, and at the end of your shift, the borrowing amount will be deducted. Spots fill quickly, but getting a reservation for a week away is not impossible. So, if an accessible vehicle is the reason that you have not side-hustled with a ride-share company, do not count yourself out. But if you do not have a driver's license, go ahead and count yourself out, because this side hustle excludes you. However, there are many others at discernlearnearn.com.